So last episode was for the guys, and this episode is for you, my ladies. So you like a guy, you probably have a crush on him, or you just really like him genuinely for who he is, and you're not sure if he likes you back, or he has probably even asked you out. Well, we're going to be discussing all of this in this episode. So sit back, stay tuned, watch to the end, and enjoy.
Hi guys,
Hi.
welcome to our channel.
Welcome
My
back.
name is Michael
My name is Faith.
and we are the
The Stalwart
Stalwart
lovers. Woo,
lovers.
woo, woo.
Yes, if this is the first video you're seeing, you're in the best place that you can be on YouTube. I guarantee you. And if you're a returning subscriber, we love you so much.
Love
So
you.
watch till the end. If you're not subscribed, do well to subscribe, like it if you're blessed, and share it with everyone that you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's get right into it.
All right. So we're continuing on our series on the Christian relationship, and we've talked about several topics already. If you have missed those, make sure you backtrack, watch them. But we've also been answering some questions as well on each of the topics. So today we are going to be talking to the ladies. We're talking to the ladies. Trust us, guys. This topic is very important. There are so many people that struggle with this, that battle with this, and we just want to encourage you. If after everything we've taught, you still have questions, make sure you drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments within the space of I think 5 days,
So that we
can harvest them for the
respond.
next video, because we would usually respond to each episode with a questions and answer session. All right. So you like a guy. What do you do? How does it work? What exactly do I say? How do I behave? And all that.
All right. So to go through this, we're going to take you on a journey.
Yeah.
All right. So just think about a train that is moving from point A to point Z. And so because people are at different levels, we're going to try, we've tried to create something that works for almost everybody. So we're going to start from a ground level, say level 0, and then we'll move on to, so you see someone you like, what do you do? And then we'll move on. And when it gets to where it's your bus stop, it's your stop, or
Yeah, to
not your
join the
stop now,
train.
this your time to join the train, you would know. So if your level is that someone already asked you out, and when we get to that point, you will know.
Yeah.
And feel free to just say, oh, this is my own bus stop, in the comment section, just so we know that, okay, you guys are following.
Yeah. So where do we start from? Where's the beginning point? Where's the point 0?
Point 0 would be that you find a guy that you like. Now he hasn't approached you, right? And you want to know what to do. And I'm going to take this. My wife will do more of the talking, but let me just tell you, ladies, ask yourself, why do I like this guy?
Yeah.
It's important for you to know why you are feeling attracted to this guy. You need to answer the question genuinely from your heart. And I want you to put it into 2 different boxes. No matter what your reasons are, it will fall into either of this. You either like him because you've gotten to know him, and over time being friends with him, knowing who he is, you've kind of begin to grow an affection for his person, the kind of person that he is. Or you like him as a kind of crush.
Yeah.
When you see him, you like the idea of being with him, or you just like his physique, or maybe you like his money. Maybe you just like the way he dresses. There are many things people like about people.
Yeah, there's so
So
many things
it's
that
either
make
it's a
people
crush, or it's a deep affection because you've gotten to know him. So let's talk about that, babe. How can a lady handle when it's a crush?
Yeah, so for crushes, the truth is, for crushes, a crush can always morph into a friendship, into a place where you get to know the person for who they are, and you actually move to that from ground 0 to the ground 1, I guess, where you actually like the person for who they are. So if you have a crush like that, don't I'll say pipe down. If a crush could be very erratic, it could get your emotions high and up. When this guy calls your name, your heart skip a beat, and you're just like, oh my god. Or when the guy is around you, you don't even know how to behave, or you're just so,
and your body is betraying
you're
you.
just so smitten, and you're so you're just so in love. If I want to put it that way, you're so, I won't say in love, but like you are so infatuated. Yes, you're so infatuated. You're so smitten by them. Like there's just something that makes him look like a superhuman. He just looks so attractive in whatever thing is attracting you. Looks is smart, he knows how to play a musical instrument, he knows how to play
That one,
a
instrumentalist.
sport well, or
Mm.
it's just talented in some way, right? There's something that is attracting you, or he's just physically fine, just a fine boy.
Like simple and straight.
Right? So put all these emotions in check. Let your emotions, I think I put in my notes, stay demure.
Stay
Stay
demure.
demure.
Let's
Like
borrow that language.
stay calm. Like stay relaxed. You're a prized possession. You are valuable. A guy must see the value in you. Because you have a crush on him doesn't mean you just start to jump and start to like show those feelings and try to get him to like you and stuff like that. Try to put some restraints.
Stay in control.
Stay in control of your emotions. Stay in control. Let your emotions have bounds and recognize that it's a crush.
Yeah.
Tell yourself that, okay, this is a crush. This is not real. At least not quite
Not
yet.
yet. Yeah.
This is not real. This is not sustainable. This is temporary. This is just a whirlwind. This is just butterflies. You know, it has, just tell yourself, this is something, I cannot like somebody this much without knowing them. I have to get to know you. And this brings me to my next point, which is get to know this person. Okay, you have a crush on him because of something that is just attracting you to him. Get to know him. So what I would say is, so apart from controlling yourself, staying demure and all that, I need you to do something. I need you to reduce the superhuman complex. So whatever you feel like is attracting you and making you like him and all, reduce it. Don't like see him as human. Tell yourself that he's just a human being. He's just a nice guy. He's just a great person. He's just a human being. Like, guys, I promise you, this person is probably not the best since sliced bread. Although that's what you think right now. It's probably sweeter than ice cream and chocolate put together and everything like that. But trust me, he's just a human being. He will have flaws.
Yes.
He will have places he needs to fix. He will make mistakes. You know, he's just a human being. So calm down on that and trust me, when you're able to present yourself, seeing that person as a human being, people can tell. Especially guys, they can tell when you just see them as all in all, you see them as the best thing in the world, and you're not able to approach them like a normal person.
Can I jump in
Right?
and say, most guys who know that they are fine or they have a particular characteristic
That
makes
attracts
girls
ladies.
all around them and all that don't always appreciate girls that just come all around them. It's that one that doesn't
Really
send them, that pulls their heart like, send me, or like,
or I send you, but I send you as a normal person.
yes,
I'm
not
not sure.
as one over glorified person.
Yeah,
I think it's going to really help you to control that crush. It's okay that you have a crush. We're not saying it's one kind of wrong, but you have to be able to control it so that he can see who you truly are and so that you can discern who he is. Because there's the halo effect.
Yes, there's a halo effect.
Halo effect when you have a crush on someone,
Person just looks like perfect.
an angel. You just excuse every bad behavior, every red flag. You're not seeing clearly. It's not the best thing to lead you into a relationship decision.
Yeah.
Or so.
Yeah, and then the next thing to do is let it morph into a friendship. Get to know him, talk, approach him, be show your value. Show your value. Approach him, speak to him, get to know him as a person, and at least once you let that crush morph into a friendship, then things are able to settle down and you can move from there.
All right, that's beautiful.
So what do you now do if you've already known him? He's no longer a crush. You've gotten to know him, and your crush is kind of aligning with his personality. You've known him, and now you like him. You actually really like him for who he is. So what do you do?
So this is another bus stop.
Yes, this is another
So
bus
if
stop.
you're at this level where
hop in the train.
up on the train and
Let's
follow
go.
us, yeah. So you know this guy. You've been friends with him for a reasonable amount of time, and you've come to see his genuine personality, and you just love it. That's it. I'll tell you the truth. It's a very good sign. So what do you do from then? Because now he doesn't seem to like you yet, or at least he's not making his opinion or his intentions clear because he hasn't asked you out, right? What do you then do? What should you not do first? You don't go and ask him out. In this world, they'll tell you shoot your shot, but I'll say no. Instead, you can position yourself in a way that he will see what has been hidden right
From
before
guys.
his eyes.
Yeah.
And there's a way you make people see the value that you are. I tell you the truth. It's a very soft, gentle way, but you are communicating value. Just
Yeah.
think about an example. Let's say you are in a corporate environment in the company, and you know that you are good at certain skills, and you're not necessarily faking it. You are really good at it, but you are intentional about showing that you are good at
Maybe
it
to your boss or to
without,
other employees
yes,
or stuff.
without telling them I'm good at it. A
Mm-hmm.
good example is, oh, they need someone to take up a particular presentation, and you volunteer that, oh, I'm going to do it. You know, that's some value. You now get it done so well that you represented the company, and it was so well done. They probably tell you, well done, that was a good one, but deep in their heart, they know, if I need something this good again, I will call on this person.
Yeah.
That's how you show that I have value. So in your case, as a lady, what you do is you just show the graces that are in you, your good character. You're
Yeah.
not faking. Don't fake it. Make sure you're a good
Mm-hmm.
person and just be this person's friend. Since you guys are already friends, stay friends and continue to show good character.
Yeah.
Show
Good
that you are a
values.
friend that is loyal. When conversations about the future arise, maybe in a general place, let your contributions show that if any man catches you, he has a good thing,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes, got
Let
a gold
He has caught a
mine.
gold man. Yes, let your opinions communicate. Woman of virtue.
Mm.
Your opinions, your dressing, the way you carry yourself, and you're not faking it.
Yeah.
That's truly who you are, but you are intentional about you know,
Exhuming.
demonstrating it. Yes, exhuming the grace. Walk in that grace around him, not parading around him, but intentionally just being that. I mean, now, if you're a good person generally, it will flow easily,
Mm-hmm.
But when you have an opportunity to talk to him, you are more conscious
Yeah.
about your words because you like him.
Mm-hmm. And you're trying to show
You're trying to
him.
show him
It's like
without
almost
telling
like you're
him.
selling yourself, but not
Yes,
necessarily. But you're
without
marketing something.
without necessarily saying check me out, check me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I can say. And now for people it will be different and specifically different, but that's the general way to say you should go about it. And the next thing you should do is actually pray. You see, while all these nice philosophical things are nice, you see, believers,
Ah.
there's a spirit in you.
Yeah.
All right. The
Yeah.
Spirit of God.
Mm-hmm.
He can communicate to you the will of the Father. That's
Yeah.
the truth.
Can lead you.
Yes. And so when you pray genuinely from your heart, seeking the Lord's opinion, you begin to find clarity. And if that man is not God's will for you, because God has his will for you if you care to ask.
Yeah.
So God has his will for you. If that man is not God's will for you, and God tells you that, daughter, I know you like him, he's fine, he's great, but I have someone better for you. You see, it helps you to put water on that emotion and calm it down.
Mm-hmm.
And if God gives you a sign that he's the one, then you also rest and wait for him to come
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
you.
It just gives you peace that, oh,
It-
this is going to be mine. And you
yes.
just keep living your life.
And one other thing, because I don't want us to take much time on this. One other thing is talk to your mentor. Don't go about your relationship choice by yourself.
Someone more experienced, someone that
Yes.
can guide you, someone that can lead you.
Yes. The reason is not because we don't think you're smart enough to know what you want. There's a level of maturity where you are smart enough to know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But because the future is not certain, you want to be sure that you're not choosing based on your limited knowledge of the future. So you're putting into the test of time, test of mentorship,
Other
scrutiny,
opinions, yeah.
test of your spirit. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's really why.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's jump off this bus stop and go to the next one.
Yeah. So let's go to the next. Are you ready to jump on the train? Anyway, you find out where we are going. Okay. So the next bus stop is you like him and he has asked you out.
Hey!
Oh my god.
This one is what girls like.
Like
Even me, I'm liking it.
he likes you, you like him. Oh my god, that's
And he has
beautiful.
communicated his feelings.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god. So here you've already had your mind made up. You know that this guy is the one for you. You've talked to your mentors, you've prayed, you've settled it in your spirit. So what else is there? Easy peasy. Inform the people, necessary people that you need to inform, and just say yes. Say yes. Don't waste the guy's time.
Don't waste his time.
Just say yes and start the relationship.
But babe, what if your mind is not yet made up? You know you
Mm,
like him, but your spirit has not really,
aligned.
you're not sure your spirit is saying go. But you know
Mm,
that every other thing is saying go. What do
yeah.
you do?
Well, this is where people usually
Ah,
like it's like they set rope in front of you. I just pack your leg, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know what to do.
yeah.
So here the emotions have kind of gone ahead. You already like him, and you're praying, but it feels like there's this ceiling made of steel above your head, and you are just confused. And
The
it just
channels of
feels
your
like
spirit are not
open.
opened.
I just feel like God is not saying anything, and that is because you are already you already like him. Like you are kind of praying that God, in your mind, in the back of your mind, you're saying, God, let your will be done. But at the back of your mind, you're still feeling like, but God, let it be him. Oh.
Yeah.
God, let it be him. Oh. I like him. Oh. It makes sense. So this is, So in these moments, I would always advise people, pray with sincerity.
Mm.
Just let God know your true heart. See, God sees your heart. You cannot form for God. You cannot be using something, you cannot be saying something with your mouth and thinking something else in your heart. God sees the heart. God is the one that determines what is inside a man's heart.
Mm-hmm.
God is the one that knows what you are thinking. So you can't hide.
Mm.
So let him know that God, I trust you.
Mm.
I trust you in my life. I trust you in my future. I don't care if this person is not the one for me. I just want your will to be done in my life. I don't care if this person is the one for me or not for me or whatever. I don't care. I just want your will. If you tell me today that is not the one, I will turn back and I will stop talking to him and everything. And if you tell me today that is the one, then I would, things like that. So
Genuinely
genuinely,
seek God
be
for his will.
genuine. Seek God for his will with all sincerity in your heart, and God will not turn you away.
Yes.
There's even this story that I would like to say. Maybe I should let you say it.
That's my story.
Yeah, it's literally your story,
And those of
actually.
you that follow us for a long time, you know it already. I really loved her. I mean, my spirit was drawn to her, and I was always praying. And to some people, that's enough confirmation to go
To go
ahead
ahead.
because they had peace about it. I had peace about it. But my training is that I wanted to be certain because sometimes I've had peace before,
Yeah.
and I was wrong. So peace is not always it's not always enough. There should be multiple confirmations apart from when it comes to divine leading. Anyway, so I at the point I had gotten it to here because I knew that I love this woman. Everything, my kidney, my liver, my bones,
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
saying
what
this
saying?
woman was made from us. But I
Yeah.
wanted to be sure that the Lord was leading me to her. And so
Yeah.
one day I went to pray and I said, Lord, you know what? Just in case my heart is going ahead of my spirit, if she's not your will for me, because I really, really, really don't want to do this life married to someone who you would not recommend for me.
Yeah.
And I told the Lord, if you say she's not the one, I would completely stop all the talks about feelings and I'll just treat her like a regular person. It will end. And I meant it from the deep,
Depth.
deep
Like it was even a bit
recesses
like
of my heart.
painful, like, oh my god,
It
okay.
was, it was, I was ready to let go.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I got to that point in my spirit, in my mind, it's as if I opened up and God spoke to me that day.
That's
It was
nice.
clear to me that God was
Actually.
saying, I approve of this relationship. And that was it. I went on with it. So I think that's good. That's a good advice, babe. You just give them something very good.
Thank you, babe. And also talk to a mentor. This period could seem confusing and everything, but with someone who is more experienced, someone who has your history, someone who can advise you, someone that that will not lead you astray. Talk to them about it. Rub heads together. Let them also be able to advise you on things that you can do and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Next bus stop. You like him. He likes you. He has asked you out. But your liking of him is a crush.
Yeah, maybe he asked you at that preliminary
Before
stage.
you really loved him for who he
Who
is,
is there?
it was just a crush, and you know that it's a crush. That you don't know this guy enough, and he already asked you out. What should you do? First off, you need to know this. Guys can tell when a girl has a crush on on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so a guy will be able to tell when you have a crush on him. And most times, if they want to take advantage of that, they see it as an easy way because you're already crushing. They just come and ask you out because it will be easy for them.
Yeah.
So you want to be careful that that is not what's happening. Secondly, what should you do? All the advice we gave on how to handle crush is what you should do. Don't be in a hurry to give a response.
Yeah. Even though you really
Even
like
though
him
you know
right
you
now.
really like him, be demure, right? Be in control and calm things down and say, I don't really know you enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to get to know you before I decide.
Mm-hmm.
And so try to be friends with him if he's willing.
Mm-hmm.
Go on dates occasionally, pure dates, not
You're
dates,
just trying to get to
not
know.
dates that is so romantic that's getting to your head, fueling the crush. Maybe there's a basketball game. You guys go watch a basketball game or something. Things that way you talk about things and you just begin to get to know him a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Invite him to your church if he doesn't attend your church already. You guys go on to a program together and discuss what did you learn from it.
Yeah.
Get to know him a
Get
little
to know.
more, and then
Yeah.
you will know if he's someone you want to spend the rest of your life with or
Or nah.
not. You should know that before you start a relationship because we
Yeah.
keep stressing it that you don't start a relationship now figuring out whether you want to marry the person, because then you just keep having a relationship with several people, and because it's not everybody you would marry. It
Mm-hmm.
should be good to be friends with people and make up your mind. All things being equal, this is the direction that
That
you
we are
go.
going.
That's what it means for you to be dating with marriage in view,
Yeah.
because you already decided, I want to marry you. I
Mm-hmm.
agree to marry you. Let's start the journey. All
Yeah.
right. So, you know why this is important? Don't be obsessed with the idea of being with someone that makes you start a relationship.
Yeah.
I know, I know a lady who said yes to a relationship because not because she likes the guy, but because she has a crush on the guy, and everybody around her always says, "You guys look good together." First and foremost, I have a concern with people always. When you notice two people, that there's some sort of chemistry between
Between
them, you now
them.
always make
Or
it
they look
a
good
point
together.
of
So
joke or comment. You are getting into people's heads. Allow them make a decision.
yeah.
Anyway, so this lady, she, you know what, from crush and everybody saying, I see you both together. Things like that. You guys look so perfect. She accepted and she started the relationship with
Mm-hmm.
this person. And just a few months in, or I can't remember how long it took, but it was less than a year about that.
Shows you are
She
very
came to a
doesn't like
conclusion
him.
that
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like him. When she got to know him, she got to know him when he was not in public, got to know the way he talks, the way he reasons. She was honest with me. She said, we're not, I don't feel, I don't like him. I don't really feel like he's my man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know you could have found that out if you just decided to be a little closer than a crush? Just be a good friend who will get to know someone, and you will
Mm-hmm.
have avoided the scenario where you'll have been someone's ex
Yeah.
and someone will be your ex. You will not have history, you just be friends. This is the right way to go about these things. So I hope
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah, so guys, in conclusion, if you need an emotional break, whether you like a guy, the guy has asked you out or whatever, or you are just unclear about things, if you need an emotional break from the person, take one.
Yes.
Sometimes when we can't hear God or we can't decide, sometimes because we are too swamped in the emotions as well. We are talking to them every day, we are too choked with it. Sometimes just say, I'm not talking to you for 1 week. Or for these next 2 weeks, we're only talking for 2 minutes or 5 minutes a day or
Yeah.
something. Just I need a break. I need to be able to think. I need to be able to pray and hear clearly. I don't want to be in that bubble. Sometimes you could do that.
Yeah.
And just if you notice, there's been a theme all through what we are saying from the beginning of the video to this point, which is don't let your emotions go ahead. Let it be your spirit having the upper hand and then your emotions and everything going after. Try to keep things under control, let things be calm, maintain this state of calmness all through the
It's
process. Whether it's a crush, whether you
peace,
like, there
patience.
must be peace and patience and calmness, and let things play out. Time will tell. Your spirit will tell. Knowing the guy well enough will tell. All
Yes.
these things, it will become clearer. No matter how confusing things look right now, it will
Yes.
become clearer over time. Just give it some time, be more patient, and actually pray about it, you
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. And if you notice your emotions, is going ahead of your spirit, drag it
Drag it
back.
back.
All right. Also, when she talked about taking an emotional break, if you realize that he's always around you or showering you with gifts, feel free to tell him to pipe down on it because
Yeah.
gifts can pervert your judgment. All
Yeah.
right. So anyway,
All
that's
right.
the end of
It's,
this
yeah.
episode. We
Yeah.
hope that it blessed you.
Mm-hmm.
I know ladies have been waiting for their own episode. They were like, "Hey,
Yeah.
when are you going to do the episode?" And so here you have it. Please feel
Yeah.
free to share with everyone that you know. If this
Share with
blessed you,
every
make sure
lady
that
you
every
know.
lady gets to hear this. It's
Mm-hmm.
revolutionary. It's changing mindset. It's going to change the mindset of everyone who hears
Share to
it.
guys even that have
Yes.
babes and friends
And
and
don't
stuff.
forget, our next episode, we'll be answering your questions about this episode. So
Yeah.
drop them in the comment. We will be reading them and we will be answering them. So put them together as quickly as you can so that we can make the next episode next week and your questions will be part
The
of the
answer.
ones we're answering. All right.
Yeah. So till we come here again
Keep loving.
and keep believing,
We are the
the
Stalwart
Stalwart
Lovers.
lovers. Whoop.